Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marte, I come from Norway and I love makeup. And today I am really excited, first of all because I haven't filmed in a while, but second of all because I am doing a collab with a very good friend of mine that I met on Instagram. Her name is, I think she just calls herself Adi. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not going to slaughter it, but I will leave her Instagram name up here so you can all check her out, and of course I will link her down below. And we both wanted to play with the Juvia's Place Magic palette because we both have it, and I actually included it in my video of palettes that I own that I haven't used. I can also leave a link for that video if you're interested in seeing that, because I had 10 palettes that I haven't used and I tried to figure out why. But anyway, she suggested that we did a collab with this palette, and we just decided to do something as simple as a palette bingo, and then we're both of course going to post it on Instagram as well. So I will leave a link both to her Instagram and her post about this once it's up. So I think we should just get started. So I will zoom you in and I will start drawing the numbers. I'm so sorry, but apparently my neighbors just decided to go out right after I started filming, so if you hear some voices in the background, it's them because I'm sitting by my window. I did close it, but I'm so sorry, I cannot do anything about it. Anyway, I just found the random number generator right here. As you can see, it's around 4 o'clock. And there are 16 shades in the palette. We decided to draw 5 shades, and I'm really hoping that I will get some good shades now because I'm wearing a brown dress with pink flowers on, so I hope that my look will match. But let's just generate the first number. So now it's 1. And we got number 5, and I'm just going to swatch them all. So okay, we just got a pink, so that's good for my dress. Of course I'm going from here to here, and like this, that's just natural for me. So this is number 5. I'm just going to swatch them all out next to each other so we can keep a track of them. So here we have number 5, it's the shade Suba. So that will definitely match my dress. And let's generate the next number. Then we got number 4. So that will be the palest transition shade. So I guess that's kind of good. This is number 4. I usually would have hoped for the blues and stuff, but considering my dress, I do want more of the neutral ones from this palette actually. But this is not going to do anything for me. This is just going to, I'm just going to apply this in my crease, but you're basically not going to see much because it's almost my skin color. But anyway, let's just draw the third number, and that is number 12. So we have 4, 8 and 12, so that's the last shade right here. So that's the silvery blue pale shade. I guess that could go well with this one. So here we have that. So this is going to be interesting. I hope we get a dark matte. If not, I'm going to be a little bit sad. Okay, so let's do the second to last number. And we got number 5 again, so I'm just going to draw a new one. 3. Okay, so we have another shimmer, another pale pink shimmer. Okay. It's almost a bit peachy. So I'm getting some nice shimmers here, but I need a deep matte. I'm going to draw in a deep matte if I don't get it, because I need this look to work for me. Okay, so next number we get 5 again, and we get 12 again, and 6. Okay, so that's the best shade I could have gotten, I think, for my look. So number 6 will be this one, because we have 4, 5, 6. So we got the deepest neutral shade here. So I guess that's good for my look and for my dress. So this is the last shade. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, so there's not that many options for this, I feel like, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and start with this deeper matte in my crease. and then just blend it out with this one that is almost my skin tone. And I'm quite sure I'm just going to use both the pinks on my lid. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do with the shimmers because I want to use the silver either in my inner corner of the lid or the inner corner of like the lower lash line or something. So I'll just have to see how it goes once I apply it. But as I said, I'm just going to go ahead and start with this orangey brown shade. And I'm just going to use this brush here from Kaleidos Makeup. It's their S3 brush. And I will just go ahead and start packing it in my outer corner of the crease. And yeah, I actually haven't put on any primer, so maybe I should do that first. I'm just going to use my NARS primer as usual. And I'm just going to tap it out. And then I will go in with that first shade. Okay, so now we are ready to go, and this shade really matches my hair color right now. As you might have seen if you're not new here, I have re-dyed or recolored my hair again, so it's a little bit brighter orange, and I really like it. I'm just going to drag this all over my lid, honestly, and the crease. I'm just going to like wrap this color all around my eye, I think, just because we don't really have more than one matte that is actually going to show up. Okay, so I think I'm happy with how this applied, and I will just go ahead and do the same with my other eye. And I do feel like we are getting a little bit more color than I first assumed when I saw the little color story right here, just because packing this shade on, it is actually quite vibrant and I do really like it. So I'll just do the same with my other eye, then I will go in with that neutral transition shade and we'll get going with the shimmers. I'm now going in with that palest shade, and I'm basically just going to overlap the edges right here. I think that these shades do really go good together though, so I'm probably going to have a nice blend, because this is like a peachy transition almost, but very light. So it's not going to do a lot, but it will help the blending a little bit. I feel like it's making it a bit softer. And the brush I'm using is like almost the same shape as the Kaleidos one. It's just a little bit smaller and it's from Wish. So I will be making a video sometime in the future about my brushes, because I do have a lot of really cheap Wish brushes as well, but yeah, I really like this shape of brush. I think I'm just going to go in and make sure I have that pigment packed on right here. So I'm just taking that same Kaleidos brush and packing on a little bit more of that orangey shade. And I do feel like this shade is really good for my eye color and hair color. It's literally the same. But I think I've decided I want to do something very simple and maybe like basic and predictable, but I will just go ahead, I think, and use the deepest pink right here on the outer and inner corner of my lid and sort of make a halo eye, and then I will just put this one on the middle of my lid and a little bit of this just on the lower lash line, maybe with this one, we'll see. I don't really remember how the Juvia's Place shadows play on the eye with a glitter glue, but that's just like how I usually do my eye look, so I'll just apply my BH Cosmetics base booster right here, just because I feel like that usually makes my shimmers a lot more intense and shiny and just generally looking a lot better. And I do have this orange base on my lid, which I like because that's just going to make the shadow that I'm putting up, like the shimmers that I'm putting on my lid, it's just going to make it match a little bit better to the actual matte shades that I have on my lid. So I'm just going to take a flat brush and I'm just going into Suba, which was that first pink shade that I picked, and the darkest one. And I'm just going to add that to the inner and outer corners. Since this is a duochrome, it does actually match quite well with the orange because it has that gold flip to it. Could have just had this all over the lid, but like that would be just way too simple, I feel like. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of that lightest pink and I'm just going to add that straight to the middle right here. just to give that spotlight effect, I think it's called. I'm just trying to like blend it a little bit into the first shimmer that I put down. Now I'm just going back in with that first one just to make sure I have enough intensity of that and just help with the blending of the shimmers a little bit, just because it's like a duochrome and I still want it to be visible. So I think that is it for the upper lid. I mean, this is not something I would have chosen myself if I were to make a look, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I think I might just intensify a little bit with that orange shade, especially in the outer corner right here. And like just blend a tiny bit on the top right here. But other than that, I'm just going to do the same with my other eye, and then we'll just see what I want to do for my lower lash line. I think I've decided I just want to do a little bit of shimmer on my lower lash line, so I'm going to put my glitter glue just where I think I want it. So I'm just like blending it out a little bit. I don't want it all the way to the inside or the outer corner here, so I'm just packing it on very close to my lower lash line. And what I decided to do was actually just to do a little bit like the same that I did here, just that I use this shade, the lightest pink, on the outer and inner corner, and then I'm going to use that blue as like a, or that silver, I don't even know, that silvery blue as a spotlight like in the middle. So I'm hoping that will look good. And I am going to use my normal highlight as an inner corner, just because these are all very colorful and I wouldn't want to have them in my inner corner as a highlight. So now I'm just going in with that palest pink, Oh Soon, and I'm just going to pack that like onto that glitter glue. I'm also going to go in a little bit extra with that orange shade, probably with a smaller blending brush or detail brush. Something like this, and then I have a little spot left in the middle there for that palest shimmer that I'm still missing. I feel like this is quite an easy look to do. So now I'm taking that grayish shade right here. So as I said, I just want to like intensify that orange a little bit right here and try to like blend out the shimmers a little. So I'm just taking my Kaleidos S5 brush and like packing it on right here. As you know, I like to drag my lower lash line and smoke it out a little bit, especially like underneath the folds that I have, just to avoid creasing, honestly. Also, I just like the look of it. And I think I will just go ahead and put in some white liner in my waterline. Of course, I will tightline my upper lash line and put on mascara. I'll figure out what kind of a highlight I want, and I think this is like basically the finished look. So I will just go ahead and finish all that, then I will show you a close-up, and I'll be back to talk about how I feel like this palette bingo went. That is my finished look, and I really do love how it turned out, and it actually matches my dress. As you can see, I did change, and I did end up using two different lip liners today. I used my Crayon in Brun Chocolat, which is one of my favorites, and I also used my new Colourpop one. It's in the shade Oh Sis. It was on sale, so I just got it because I really need some more like orangey toned lip liner. So if you do have any suggestions for that, please leave them down below in the description box. And for my lipstick, I ended up using probably one of my new favorite lipsticks. It's Empathy by Colored Rain. It's their satin lipsticks. I got it for just $5, and I do have a whole video where I lip swatch all of the lipsticks that I got, and yeah, I really do think that it matches my eye look quite well. And for my highlight, I used my Looxi Beauty highlighter in the shade Tragic, and my blush is Nabla Cosmetics in the shade Nectarine. Then I used my Jouer Sunswept bronzer as usual, as well as my natural foundation, I think it's called, from Lumene, and it's in the shade Ultra Light. And yeah, that's all of the products that I used. And I do feel like out of all of the colors in the palette, I got the best ones for my outfit today, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. I would not have used these shades if I didn't if I didn't get them, because I would have probably more gravitated towards these purpley blues and the beautiful jewel toned shimmer right here. But I'm really excited to have tried those pinks as well. They're really, really beautiful, and I do like how they performed. And I feel like the matte was like really pigmented, so I'm very happy about that. And that's basically my experience with my Juvia's palettes from before, that they are very easy to work with and blend out and build up, and yeah, that they are pigmented. But yeah, I just want to thank Adi for doing this with me. It was really fun, and I hope that we can do another collab in the future. She's just such a sweet girl, and yeah, I just love talking to her, because you can like totally see that she's a really good person, and she really just wants everyone to be happy, and I just love that. And yeah, so thank you, Adi, for doing this with me. And I think that's it for this video. I hope that you liked the look that I came up with. Please comment down below what you would have done with the shades that I picked, or that I drew, because I didn't feel like there was like that much to do. But yeah, leave me a comment down below about that, and remember to give my video a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!